How's it going, everybody? I got two interesting items for you. The first is that I am going to be reading the Bible verse that says, "And nation shall rise against nation." Where are we at exactly? Let me just give you overall. It's and that's Red Horse War that Jesus is talking about. I'm going to be reading that on April 5th, as the second is a high watch day, which means he would rise on the 4th, 404, Mount of Verses in Book of Revelation. April 4th, 44, 404 is a way to write that. That would be the crowning day. We're going to get into more of that in a second, but the red horse would follow the following day. And it says, "You shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, that ye be not troubled, for these days more things must come to pass. The end is not yet. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ. For nation shall rise against nation." Okay. So I read 6, then a little bit of 5, then went up to 7, verse 7. But for nation shall rise against nation. I read that on the 5th, and I always wondered if the Lord would coincide something with my Bible verses or Bible studies. And if nothing happens, doesn't mean that it won't eventually coincide with where I'm at in the Bible. Anytime we open the book of Revelation for a new study, or when we come across certain Bible verses in that book. But we are entering also Matthew 24, which is end times prophecy, Olivet discourse. And so that particular verse that speaks to the red horse or wars, I do read that April 5th. And I'll tell you the other thing I came across that's very interesting is about this Green Bay Packers. And where is it? Green Bay Packers came to us established August 11th, 8/11/88, 1919. Okay. August 11th, 1919. Now, if we look up August 11th, 1919, to when Trump's going to be in Green Bay at the 333 address, 333 days after the flower full moon that we showed in iPet Goat. 1919, August 11th. It is 38, which is murder in gematria. It is MURDER, reverse full reduction gematria. It is murder. It's 38,000 days, followed by 221. Now the 22nd prime number is 79, which is murder in simple gematria. And it's 38222 if you include both dates. The Packers' inception and the day Trump will be in Green Bay, if you include both dates. Which is not how we say how many days old we are. Like, you don't say you're 1 year old the day you're born. But they do include, you can include both dates or not. You have to look at both when we look at stuff, because both have been correct. And it's 38,222, which is Adam and Eve coding. Genesis 2:22, the rib from Adam that created Eve. So it is very interesting that you do have this 38 murder code from Green Bay to the day he's going to be in Green Bay. And the address that he's going to be at is 333. And it is 333 days after the iPet Goat flower full moon. Now, I do believe that I Pet Goat does begin. See the lights? You see, when you see that darkness, that light is a light in the sky. It's a light in the darkness, which represents the moon. And what's the moon going to be in? Sea Goat, Capricorn. On the 2nd, it is in Capricorn. And then Lily, who's sitting inside of a corona. Year of the Rabbit. These 12 represent moons. See the 2 moons that are joined, the Siamese heads that are joined. That is the double moon or the blue moon of August 1st and then August 30th, 2023, which was Year of the Rabbit, which is over her head. And she's sitting inside of a corona. And she is holding in her hand the apple that rolls across the floor and turns into the flower full moon. So that's the 13th moon. That's why there's 12 behind her. But the flower full moon is what burst open. And that flower full moon was May 5th. 3 days after the flower full moon is when Trump will be at the 333 address. And 33 is that big number for Mystery Babylon, as we know. 33, 1/3 of the angels, or 33%, or 333% of the angels were predestinated, pre-programmed to, of course, fall. Because the word where all that was scripted in or written in was before anything was. So the script of their falling was preordained. It was already written into the script. So it's very interesting. Their first season was 1919. Think about the illness. It had the number 19 attached to it. Hey, nothing happens. We just keep looking. We do have the total solar to keep an eye on for April 6th event, rising on April 8th total solar, or could happen anytime around then. But April 2nd, where he's going to be at the 333 address, 333 days after I Pet Goat shows us that flower full moon on purpose. That's a big deal. Big deal coming up. It's interesting. All right, love you.